Good morning, folks, and welcome to another week in crypto, another week of videos here from HEC. So moving forward and really getting down to business, I think, with things and everything that's current and everything that's going on. I'm seeing a lot of people kind of on the left, kind of on the right, and some people are just happy about this. There are a lot of people that are happy about this. I've run polls, I've done checks inside my own community. Don't know how other communities are feeling, so I can't really speak for them, but I can speak for our own community, and we seem to have very positive sentiment towards this. So looking, like I was saying, in more depth in my last video about the situation kind of unraveling with the USTC repeg and this Q3 proposal, and I'm seeing some people who are just like, USTC shouldn't be part of this, Well, at the end of the day, right, this is a repeg. Okay, this is the only algorithmic stable coin in the sector. People need to be very careful they do not invite the wolves to dinner. Why would the wolves want to come to dinner? Well, it's a 13,000% run to the top, let alone being the person who does the repegging, right? Everybody and anybody who has wanted to do a repeg previously is going to be sniffing around this. They're going to be trying to get their claws into it. They're going to be trying to more or less get some kind of position in this because they're likely unhappy that this one's been chosen over theirs and they feel they're entitled to glory. And, what I want to see, right, is not the wolves come to dinner and the wolves come to supper and we end up in that same kind of manipulative loop with those same kind of negative characters that always throw their toys out of the pram, always go on sabotage attacks when they don't get their own way. I don't want to see that happen again. We've seen it too many times now. I think what we need, and this is subtly my own opinion here, this is all coming from my heart, speaking from my heart, speaking as somebody who doesn't do this for money. I do this for the greater benefit of the community, and it's the same with all of my projects. I'm not here for the money. I don't earn enough money to be here. I have to work full time outside of this. So, when I say these things, they really are coming from my brain and my heart. The USTC repeg needs to be done in a very safe manner. It needs to be done in a safe environment. That's not just on the testing side. That's also with the people that are involved with it. Anybody could embed a backdoor similar to what was embedded inside Terraport, okay? Someone could embed a backdoor and do the same thing to USTC. What happened to UST? I don't want to see that happen. We need to learn from our mistakes. We don't go back into abusive relationships. We've learned this already. We can move forward. The reason why I'm saying it needs to be done in the correct environment with the correct people is just because there's so much money involved in this, and we're paying the L1 task force a lot of money. We need to ensure we're utilizing that money as much as we can. Who is going to be able to hire quant developers to get this thing done? Because if you've listened to the Redline podcast here, he specifically said he would need an extra quant. He specifically said he would need to work with the L1 team. And we're seeing all of these, these same characters time and time again doing these negative things about the same things with the same people. It's like listening to kids in someone's garden or something, just bickering and, I'm going on a trampoline verse. No, me. It's just, we're at a point now where we've paid this team a lot of money. They've gained a huge amount of experience into this system. They've done the majority of the work so far. This is exactly what we need to be moving forward with. We don't need 3 teams. We don't need 2 separate teams. We need one team under one banner. I've always said this, okay? Like I was saying, we're paying them a lot of money and they've got the expertise to get this done and get this done in a manner where it's not going to be utilized as someone's, drive to push their own agenda, because we see this time and time and time again. The amount of different, strange things that go on in sort of our sector. A lot of people don't see it, but I see it. I'm like, wow, you've really got to be some kind of different kind of crazy to do these kind of things. But ultimately, who am I to judge people and their mindsets? Like I'm saying, what I want to see is a smooth transaction throughout all of this. This is not us, repegging a peg on a washing line, for example. This is serious business. Okay, if we don't do this right, it's not going to work. And the event of it not working is likely a instant death spiral. We'll lose all the liquidity that we've built up and put into it. Someone will get rich off of it and we'll be left in the gutters once again. And guess what? If we do that again, well, not us, but if it happens again, right? That trust is not coming back. It's not coming back. The L1 task force, in my own opinion, and I speak for myself, everybody knows this. I speak for myself, I'm blunt, and I put it simply how it is most of the time. They're doing what they should be doing. I don't want to see podcasts talking about the repeg and how they're going to repeg it, and all these different bickers of people saying, oh no, we want to do this and we want to, everybody's going to want to change things. We have the Agora or Commonwealth now to put things up. If people want to do that, then you put all of your changes in there. You get all of your points across in there. There's no point back and forthing in Twitter space. It gets nowhere. You end up with argumentative people, and the real brains aren't going to be in these spaces. They're going to be off doing things. They're going to be busy because, like I keep telling people, you get problem solvers and problem finders, and we've got a lot of problem finders in our sector, and it's just one of those things. But if this can all get under one banner, and I honestly believe this, it will work. But if it's just if you've got the L1 team, you've got a team Redlines built up and another team from someone else where they need a quant, you've got 3 individual teams having a foothold in this USTC repeg, because ultimately, even if they don't choose to get under one banner, they're still going to need to work with the L1 task force, period. That's 3 times more the probability of having a bad actor put bad code into this system, and we just don't need it. We've not even got a proper certic audit throughout all of the work we've done, which is something that we need to do before we do move ahead with the USTC repeg, to ensure someone's not actually buried this, months ago. If anybody knows about magicians, right, and I always think about this with scammers and people who are smart, because that's what scammers are, okay? Regardless of you thinking what they are, they've come up with a very inventive way to get money for free, and someone loses, right? If you look at some of the greatest magicians of all time, Houdini's one of them. Houdini's brother was actually a really, really good magician as well. But anyway, Houdini planted a tree and he put a card which was put in some kind of lacquer glass, okay? And that tree grew over a course of many years. He then went back and performed a trick, a card trick, a magic trick, and he carved that card out of a tree. That's how we need to think about scammers. They will embed themselves. And like I said, wolves can hide very well in sheep's clothing among the sheep. And this whole situation of inviting the wolves to dinner, this repeg, it's got billions attached to it. Absolute billions. We need to ensure that there's no inside trading, that none of these folks, because ultimately, if naughty things are done during all of this, the SEC will come after us. Some kind of, someone will figure it out. They'll come after us. They come after the little people because normally the little people can't fight back. We're very easy targets. Like I said, we're like a herd of sheep, and it's so simple for a wolf to sneak in the night, whip on a sheep's outfit, and off he goes. We see this time and time again. I've got a few more videos coming out today. I've got a few good things for us to kind of look at. We're taking a look back at the year just gone, seeing how things have gone, seeing where we are, and seeing what we can expect for the rest of this year's mandate, because I think this is the year of LUNC. If we can get this all under one banner, because loads of people have put comments in the video where I've specifically said, there's not really much for us to do with LUNC. Yes, we can build projects. Yes, we can do marketing. Yes, we can do all of these things. But ultimately, the serious things we need to do are 2 simple things. Burn the supply, drive the price up. Okay? As we've seen, TGF has not passed any funding to projects. So it's so hard for projects. We're not going to be getting any projects coming realistically from the task forces or anywhere else. It's all down to external sources. How can we make our blockchain look? I mean, the best word for it is hugely appetizing to both human, person, alien, fish, cat, dog, whatever you are. Okay, he, they, she, we, whatever. Making it look so appetizing that you want to come and build. You want to be here. Repeg USTC, bring an algorithmic stablecoin back to our sector, and we become the centerpiece of the cosmos. Everybody knows how I felt about a USTC repeg. My biggest issue was it always involved minting more coins to create the liquidity that we would need, which is just stupid. It's one of those things right now where I think we're at a very important point. I think it's kind of like when I came back from this most recent operation and things were in a little bit of a pickle and the community was very confused about things and how they were going. That was a very important time. A prop had failed and it would have meant that, you know, getting a whole new team and, you know, a lot of people wanted to go through with that. They picked up their pieces, they've put it back together, they've come back and they've bounced back from things. I want to see the continuation of this team and I want to see the expansion, especially with the amount of money they're being paid for the Q3. I want to see the USTC team be utilized and migrated into the L1 task force and then become paid if they need to be. Because ultimately, what we're asking is someone's time, dedication, and it's going to take many, many hours, many days of these people's time. What is the best way to drive them? Put them on the payroll, bring them in, get them signed up, put them on the payroll, get the proposal put up, get it agreed, and get this done. There's no point splitting our eggs into loads of different baskets at this point, and it's not even a situation of kind of throwing them all into one basket. I only see one goal at the moment, and that is now to repeg USTC. We've got parity in 2 days. Okay, that is coming in 2 days. Once that's done, it's a clean slate. We've got a bug bounty system coming. We've got the minimum 5% commission rate coming. This is the year of LUNC and USTC if we can get our together. Folks, have a really nice day. Some positive, more positive. This is a positive video. It's just me being as down to earth as I can be. Kind of a fireside chat. Don't ever take anything that I read so early here in the morning when I do these videos. Don't take anything that I say aggressively, or don't take anything I type aggressively, okay? This is all just me kind of speaking, like I was saying, from my brain and my heart, from where I see things and what I see going on, because, you know, you all require for me to be as involved with all of these different sectors as I can, and I see these kind of things playing out way before they happen. I've seen things in the past, they've come true in the future, so hopefully we can mitigate risk by learning from our mistakes in the past, and we can move forward as one combined unit, getting people to meet in the middle, dropping the wolves, and only having sheeps in the flock. Folks, stay safe, stay humble, stay aware. None of this is financial advice. Beware of scammers, beware of doppelgangers, beware of anybody pretending to be me, and I will catch you in the next one.